Welcome to Career Journeys, a series of videos by the Consortium for Public Education. Here we explore the career experiences and pathways of professionals from a wide variety of careers to help you think about the skills you'll need and the paths you might take after high school.
Hi, I'm Gina Barrett, a Program Director at the Consortium for Public Education. Today I'm here with Tacumba Turner, a Program Manager for Oasis Farm and Fishery. Tacumba, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
I was wondering, could you start off just telling us a little bit about your role? What all does that entail? What is it that you do?
Yeah, so as the program manager, I oversee all farming operations, educational operations, as well as partnership development and outreach engagement. So, any day is just juggling a number of things. Like right now, currently, we're collaborating with the Makers Clubhouse, where I conduct nutrition, agricultural lesson plans through the after-school program. In addition to working with them, we're partnered with Chatham University's Eaton Hall campus. We're actually working with a few classes across two different departments right now, agroecology with Chris Murakami, one of his graduate level courses, working to help us build out our maintenance plan by doing some research that is pertinent to our operation plan, as well as with the sustainability course with some undergraduate students taught by Scott Califasis, we have a plot of land across the street, which we're looking at expanding on, and they're kind of doing some feasibility research for us to kind of help us inform what that move might look like, kind of cost structure, and just the various things that would entail based on what our goals are.
How did you end up in the position that you're in now? Did you grow into this? Did you have a career path for ending in this position that you are?
I like the phrase grow into it because I feel like I have a formal education in horticulture. I have a diploma from Bidwell Training Center, the horticultural technology program. I'm 26, so that was in 2016. From there, I was able to begin working in the environmental nonprofit realm for a youth service provider for Pittsburgh. Did some vacant lot revitalization work, which also hinged on, being a community, engaging with local stakeholders to get their sense of what they'd like the spaces to be and incorporate them in the process to be able to create these green and third spaces that help foster and build community. So I feel that much of the work I'm doing now is really like a consolidation of different roles I've had in the past. In addition to my educational background, where now I'm able to kind of operate in a space that touches on all of those things and lend my experience to it and the partnerships I've built and gained over that time period. So it's very rewarding to be able to, do this type of work and be in a space where we could kind of evolve the mission to incorporate different types of partnerships. I haven't mentioned yet, in addition to the traditional farming we do in our raised beds, we have an aquaponics system. So we do have a small scale chop 2 system, which is also used to facilitate lesson plans around chemistry, biology, as well as food. So that's like a key learning asset we have that also produces for us.
What makes you love what you do, and what makes you good at what you do?
For me, early exposure as a young person, in my neighborhood, there was a lot of green spaces on my route to school and home. I would cut through woods, had tree houses, played sports. My first job was with the Student Conservation Association. So doing trail work, learning about ecology, that was instrumental in kind of opening my eyes up to what possible career paths could be. So as I went into high school, that was like a key area for me in looking at exploring.
What are maybe some of your personality traits and talents that really make you good in this position as program manager?
Just building off of how I got into it, I think following from this ongoing process of discovering and learning about different facets of botany, ecology, as well as like the social issues that undergird that. For me, I bring a level of inquisitiveness and just embracing learning as a job of a lifetime. Right now, I'm undergoing a class with Penn State called Master Gardeners, and they're pretty interesting right now. But seeking different certifications, I feel like has helped put me in a position to be capable of not only operating the farm, the bioshelter, but also being able to, again, evolve the mission and expand on that. Because when you're teaching these different classes with youth, you have to have a certain level of mastery over the content. So I think that my acquisitiveness lends itself to being able to conduct the lessons and really operate in the field. In addition to my project management experience and just having been in this field for so long, well, not so long, 5 years is not a long time, really. But to me, uh, I feel like I've gotten a lot of really relevant management experience, which, again, I'm juggling a lot of things. Time management is key, being able to delegate at a high level, hiring great people, great talent that also want to help co-evolve the mission, have all been things I feel are really important and allow me to kind of excel in a current role. More just responsibility to want to like convey not only the passion I have for the natural world, but also the importance of some of the things I've come to know at this point in life to the students I work with. I work in Homewood, which is primarily an African American community. I personally grew up in similar circumstances, so I think that's another driving force that where I'm able to learn about these things in such a way that I'm able to kind of create value for my community by articulating the importance and how this knowledge can be utilized in their lives to help them live healthier, more prosperous lives. So,
how do some of the environmental and social issues emerge in a position like yours and in an industry like yours?
yeah, I would almost say that my work emerges out of the context that exists by, created by the political economy in part, where the food system as we have it allows for good food to be expensive and bad food to be cheap. So I think, notwithstanding obviously like the locations of grocery stores and poor and low income neighborhoods, I think just from a geographical and economic lens, it is the framework we're working to counteract in a lot of regards, because now we're dealing with the implications of a built environment that includes these type of things.
So, if someone is watching this and they're thinking that really sounds interesting, it sounds like something that I might be interested in going into. What do you think someone should be asking themselves if they're considering a position like yours?
Number one, do you like being outside? Number two, are you interested in learning about chemistry, biology, botany, ecology? These would be integral to anyone looking to kind of go into the environmental field, notwithstanding like the structural engineering piece of this. Also, what intrigues you? Having a keen sense of the things that really excite you, to try to make a life out of it. I think that's one of the cool parts. You could kind of, at this point in society, kind of curate the educational experience. So I think that self-awareness can really help guide what career path ultimately find yourself in as a result of those types of things. I feel like, because again, I wouldn't have foreseen me being in food, but I think as a result, some of the things I just mentioned, I found myself very fulfilled in the work I'm doing.
Well, that's great. If you could offer one piece of advice to someone who's aspiring to be in a position like yours, what might that be? What would you say to them?
Learning is the job of a lifetime. As individuals listening to this, think about folks that you may know in your immediate surroundings who you aspire or admire, or figures from distant past. For me, it's been instrumental in having monthly calls with folks, mentors, in different areas, but also on a research angle, exploring the life of different people I find to be amazing, like George Washington Carver, and what are some like characteristics he embodied that I may be able to kind of borrow from and integrate into my life as I kind of seek to map out what my journey will be and my impact in my community. So, and I think that's learning is at the heart of that, right? Being interested, first and foremost, I would say just so stay curious, walk around with supercomputers in our pockets.
Tacumba, thank you so much for being with us today. We really appreciate all the advice and all of the experience that you shared with us today.
For more information or to learn about other careers in the Career Journey series, visit our website and check back soon for our next installment. Thanks!